Recognizing your employees for a job well done or encouraging their colleagues to do so is an excellent way to enhance the employee experience. Recognize offers an array of features that can help facilitate an employee recognition program in a seamless digital manner. One of the first steps in implementing a successful recognition program is to check your configuration settings. To do this, you will go to the menu button in the top right corner of your screen, select Company Admin from the drop-down menu, and then select Settings from the left side navigation pane. Then, on the right side, you will see a navigation pane that allows you to select recognitions, which will take you to all the recognition settings that you have control over as a company admin. You'll notice this includes settings for allowing SMS notifications for recognitions, filtering on peer recognitions by default on the stream page, limiting recognitions to sending within company only, requiring a message to send a recognition. You can also enable a minimum word length for recognition messages, limit new recognitions to be accessible only to your organization, allow managers to resolve recognitions they send themselves, allow staff to make recognitions private within your company that only sender, recipient, and admins can see. You can also allow team recognition, adding tags for recognition, and requiring tags while sending recognition. A little further down from those settings are an additional set of settings specifically for your recognition form. These allow your users to insert links, upload images, select GIFs, and mention users. You'll want to make sure that all of these settings are determined prior to your company's launch. Now that we've talked about recognition settings, let's talk about customizing recognition badges. Click Custom Badges on the left side menu. Your screen will default to the Recognition tab in the top right tertiary menu, and you'll select the Create Badge button just below that to create a new badge. You can also reorder how badges appear on the badge page by selecting these dots on the left side of each of the badges and dragging. This will also reorder how these badges appear for your end user when they go to recognize someone. Additionally, you can check out the stock badges that Recognize offers by selecting the disabled status from the drop-down menu at the top. This will show you an array of badges that you can edit. To view or edit the details for a badge that has already been created, select Details next to the name of the badge in the table. If you're creating a new badge, you'll select the button Create Badge from the right side of the screen. Give the badge a unique title of your choice. The title would typically indicate a company value or achievement, and just note that no two badges can share the exact same title. If you'd like to add a description for this badge, which will be visible during the badge selection process when sending a recognition, you can do so as well. You can also set a badge sending limit if you wish, which restricts how many of that badge can be sent by a single user within a given time frame. Or you can choose to leave the field blank. If you are setting a limit, make sure to choose a time frame that is appropriate. In order to create a badge, you will need to have a file chosen and uploaded to represent the badge in the platform before you can hit the Create Badge button. So be sure to add your file here, and then when you're ready, select Create Badge. After the badge has been created, you can further customize it by selecting Details from the table next to the badge. From the Badge Details page, you can change the name of the badge, the image for the badge. You can enable or disable it. You can show in badge listing, which means that it will post then in the badges tab up at the top for all of your users, or you can remove it from the badge listing. You can add or change any details in the description. You can also add additional details that will show up on the badge page for your users. And from here, you can also add a setting to require approval for the badge. You can also add points to the badge and determine what that will be worth. Once you start changing your points, you will see that on the right, the table that shows you your budget will change as well. And as you add additional details, such as sending limits and roles, these details on the right side will change as well. You can limit badges to be sent by certain roles, so long as those roles are created before the badge is. And you can also note the badge as an achievement. This means that employees can only receive a finite number in a given time period of this badge. Lastly, you can force private recognition for the badge. Let's go over badge approval processes. If you require approval for badges, you'll have options to add in point variants for approval. Point variants indicate the amount of points that recipients can receive for the badge, and these are determined by the approver. The approver can either be a company admin or a manager. You can also allow the sender's manager or the recipient's manager to approve the badge if you'd like to do so. Once all of your settings are in for your badge, you can then hit save. Let's go over what it will look like when users send a recognition. They will land on the stream page and they will go up to the top left menu and select the Recognize button. From here, they will be able to select a badge by clicking on the plus sign, where a list of badges will pop up for them. They'll see any badges that they're eligible to send here. They'll be able to view how many points each of the badges are worth, any descriptions that have been included for the badges, whether or not the badge requires approval, and whether or not there is a sending limit for the badge. Once a badge has been selected, once you've selected a badge, then you can enter an email or a name in the box provided and select a recipient from the drop-down. Users will also be able to type in a detailed message for the recognition. Depending on how you've set up your settings for recognitions, users may also see additional options to add emojis, images, or GIFs as well. If you have chosen to use a points allotment system, you will see a module with details for how the current recognition you're sending will impact your allotment. If your company uses Yammer and has set up the integration, you will see an option to post to Yammer and will be able to select a group to post the recognition to. If your company allows private recognition to be sent, you can check the box for private, and the recognition will be sent to the recipient privately and will not be posted to the stream page. You can see the tips module on the right-hand side of your screen for tips on how to make your recognition more meaningful and examples of quality recognition. When you're happy with your recognition message and you have reviewed all the details, click the Recognize button. If there is an approval process in place for the badge you've chosen to send, you'll receive a pop-up message that your recognition has been sent for approval. If the badge you're sending does not have an approval process, you should be redirected to the recognition details page. From here, you can view certificate, which you can then print and present to the recipient. You can share to Workplace if your company uses the Workplace integration. You can review privacy for the specific recognition, and even edit or delete the recognition if you made a mistake. Just note that deleting a recognition will result in associated points being removed from the recipient's account and may result in a points deficit if the user has already redeemed them. Now we're going to look at what creating a recognition certificate looks like. You'll select the View Certificate from the Recognition Details page, which will then create a certificate based on the recognition that was sent. From here, you can click Print from your browser by selecting the three dots at the top right corner of your screen. To customize your certificate for your organization, you can do so from within the Company Admin portal. You'll go up to the menu in the top right corner and select Company Admin from the drop-down. Then you'll go to Settings on the left side menu, Theming, and select the Theme Customization button. This will take you to your organization's customization menu. You'll be able to upload a new certificate here by choosing a file and saving. This will then become the default certificate that users will be able to download and print. If you'd like to view your latest recognitions or find an older recognition, they can all be found right inside of your user profile. You'll select your name and avatar at the top right corner of Recognize to view your user profile. The page will default to the Recognitions tab. Recognition are listed in reverse chronological order, so you'll see the newest recognitions first. You can also switch from received to sent recognition to view recognition that you've recently sent. Company admins have the distinct ability to delete recognitions from within the Company Admin portal should the need arise. From within the Recognitions tab, you can select the Approved button in the top right tertiary menu, which will take you to all approved recognitions. You'll want to make sure that the Action tab is showing, or the Action tab column is on in the table. And then that will allow you to delete any recognitions that need to be deleted. Just bear in mind that any recognitions that are deleted that have points attached, those points will be removed from the recipient's account and can put them into a points deficit. These can also be edited or deleted straight from the stream page by selecting the gear icon in the bottom right corner of each recognition. This is only possible if you are a company admin or the sender of the recognition. The other way that recognitions can be deleted is from the Recognition Details page. The sender or the company admin will see controls for editing and deleting the recognition within the Recognition Details page. And if your company is using point allocations, users will always have the ability to see how many points they have remaining to give for the time frame that you have specified in the top right corner of the stream page. Company admins have the ability to pull recognition reporting at your leisure. Click on Menu in the top right corner of your screen, Company Admin from the drop-down, and then select the Recognitions tab on the left menu. This will take you to your pending, approved, and denied recognitions for your organization. All three of these pages allow you to export reports. You are also able to pull a specific date range if you like, and use the filters to pull specific information. If you need to search for a specific recognition, you can also do so using the search bar above the table. If you need to pull a report of all sent and received recognition, you'll want to select the Approved tab in the top right tertiary menu. From here, you can pull a report and export it. Your exports from this Recognitions tab will all go to the Documents Center for you to download.